Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I will be showing you how I achieved this holiday glam. So please keep watching. Okay, so to start off this look, I'm applying the Silk Canvas Primer by Tatcha. Before I started filming, I already applied the primer, so I'm just going to move on to foundation application next. So I'm taking my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation in the shade 300 and I'm mixing it with the Milani Cosmetics Conceal and Perfect foundation in the shade 003. The reason I'm mixing the two different foundations is because the Fenty Beauty foundation that I have is from when I was super tan in the summertime, and that's just not the case now. So until I buy a lighter shade, I have been mixing both products, and so far I must say the mixture has not let me down. So far so good. So to apply this foundation, I am using a small stippling brush from e.l.f. You can literally buy this at Target. I think that's where I bought it. I have a few of these just because they're small and they get into like the inner corners of my nose or the inner corner of my eye. It's a really good brush. Like I said, I use a few of them. I have a few of them. So for this look, I wanted to do more of a dramatic look. I feel like Christmas and the holiday season in general is fun, and it's a fun time to play around with different kind of makeup looks, eyeshadows, lipsticks. For foundation, I usually stick to the same thing, but for lips and eyeshadow, I usually like to be a little bit more dramatic just because, like I said, it's a fun time of the year, and definitely in the winter time in the tri-state area, I don't have an issue with super oily skin, so I'm able to play around more with the makeup. So I figured, why not? Let's try something new. So that's what I am doing here. So I've been meaning to do an actual makeup tutorial where it's straight talk through. I didn't have time this particular day to do a talk through, so I'm doing a voiceover. I will try to get a talk through video up soon. So yeah, so next what I'm doing, I'm taking my beauty blender from Real Techniques and make sure that it's damp. Well, I use it damp just because it's better for my skin. It smooths everything out. Whatever the stippling brush didn't do, the beauty blender usually smooths all the foundation out. So after that, and this is the same beauty blender that I'm going to be using to bake my face, because that's like the best thing of life. I literally bake my face for the longest time, almost until the end. Like I said, this day I didn't particularly have a lot of time to do everything, so that was that. So now what I'm doing, I am picking up my Maybelline Fit Me Stick contour stick in the color Toffee. I'm applying that just under my cheekbones, under my jawline, and under my chin and on my forehead. With the same stippling brush I used to apply the foundation, I'm pressing the contour color into my skin in basic stippling motions. This foundation stick, I've had it for a while, but I recently just started using it again just because the color is like a perfect color for me. I don't contour every day, and I don't bake like when I'm doing my normal makeup routine. I don't usually do all these steps. But for today, since I was going out, I used the Fit Me stick and I contoured. So next what I'm using is the beauty blender, and I'm dipping that into the banana powder by Fenty Beauty. It's the Pro Filter baking powder in the shade Banana. I am obsessed with this powder. Like, I literally, if you're in the market or on search for a baking powder or a setting powder, this is the real deal. Like, I can't even explain to you, like, if there was a rating and it was a 1 to 10, it'd definitely be an 11. Like, even if that doesn't make any sense, but Like, I really highly recommend this setting powder just because it does wonders and it lasts. And honestly, I have a few products from Fenty Beauty. They all are awesome. It's an awesome makeup line. Like, she really outdid herself. Rihanna is queen. So what I did was applied the powder under where I did my contour, just above my jawline, also under my eyes. And sometimes I do on the sides of my nose, sometimes I don't. It depends if I contour my nose. I try not to, just because my nose is already narrow to begin with. So, but if I wanted to be like more dramatic of a contour, then I would do it. So what I'm going to do is let that sit on my face, which is the purpose for baking. And this is what I do when I want my makeup to last literally like the entire night. And boy, did it last. It took me forever to try and get it off. I used like 5 makeup wipes to remove it. So, as I'm done doing that, enjoy this little picture. I look crazy, but that's okay. Because when it's all done, it'll look nice. So next what I'm doing is I am wiping away the remaining powder that's on my face. I baked for about 10-15 minutes. Some people do it longer, but like I said earlier in the video, I didn't have enough time or much time to do everything how I wanted to normally do it, but this will do. So with this is an Eco Tools brush. I think I bought it at Walgreens. It's just a buffing brush. I am bringing up the powder that I had left over into my contour. I didn't want to cover the contour completely with powder because then what would be the point of the contour? But yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I'm just dusting everything away. Next, I am doing my brows. I'm brushing them out. I don't remember the name of this exact eyebrow pencil, but when I find out, I will list it below. It's time to buy a new one too. It's getting really small. And I'm not big into like doing a full entire brow like all the time. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I just try to fill in the areas where it's sparse, and then I come out with a full brow. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So next what I'm doing is from my eyeshadow palette. It is the Midnight Masquerade eyeshadow palette from ColourPop Cosmetics, and I am taking the light peach color and just applying it into the crease of my eye. This is like the base color of the entire thing. Of course, you don't have to apply it the same way that I'm doing it, but this is how I prefer. I get a more precise line and crease, and I am applying that with a fluffy eyeshadow brush. See, if you see me talking there a little bit, there was a little 3-year-old running around the house. Okay, so next what I am doing, I'm going to take the burgundy color. And originally I wasn't going to use this color. I was looking for this other color from this other eyeshadow palette that I had, but I couldn't find it. But I did want to try and keep everything in sync in one eyeshadow palette, so I decided to go with this one, and I'm happy I did because it's a really nice color. This palette, ColourPop Cosmetics, their eyeshadows, it's so pigmented, like a little goes a long way, especially if you're going to be doing darker colors. Like, start off light and then build up. I obviously wanted to be more dramatic, this makeup look, but it's okay. It's all if you like what you do, so, and it's all up to the person and what you like your look to be. So I am next taking a little bit of the color drop down, and it made it look uneven. So I'm taking a little bit of concealer and a angled eyeshadow brush, and just cleaning it up on the corners a little bit. Next, from the Solar Flare eyeshadow palette by BH Cosmetics, I think the color is Magnetic. Their colors, their eyeshadow palettes are amazing and they're so affordable. But aside from being so affordable, they're so pigmented. Like the colors, especially on this palette, like I fell in love with it. So I saw that all the time. I'm like, I have to buy this. So I'm applying that color Magnetic. It's like a dark purple black color. And applying it to the outer V's on my eye, right where I did the burgundy color. And it's gonna all look better when it's all blended out and the entire look is finished. And I'm just applying that in a stippling patting motion. And I'm also taking the color that dropped down a little bit and bringing it a little bit to under my eye. If you see me keep going in with that same eyeshadow brush, I'm picking up the same kind of colors that I explained to you before, the colors that I'm using, just to make it a little darker and blends in a little bit better. So I always use the Vegas Nay eyelashes. It's the Glamour. It's called Glamour, I think. I love it, and I always use it. If I don't use these, I use the Wispies from Ardell. I really want to get eyelash extensions. The only thing is I rub my eyes and I'll scratch. So I don't know if having eyelash extensions is okay. Like if I have the strip on, I'll remember that I have it. You know what I mean? But if I don't have the strip on, I'm always like scratching my eye or rubbing my eye. So I'm deciding. So next, from that same Solar Flare eyeshadow palette, I'm just taking that burgundy color and applying it a little bit more under my eye. Next, I'm taking the Becca Cosmetics and Chrissy Teigen Glow Powder, and I am using the brown contour color to apply it to my contour, my cheeks, all my cheekbones. And I'm also using the blush color to apply on the apples of my cheeks. And then what I do is I blend it all together. I love blush. So I like for my cheeks to look not like crazy dramatic, but that nice rosy cheek look. That's like my best thing. I apply that to my forehead as well. Everywhere where I did contour, I apply that brown contour powder color, just so that everything pops and looks very dramatic and accentuated. Yep. So next what I'm doing is applying the blush. All the products that I am mentioning, I don't know the names off the top of my head. Some I do. I will list everything below for you. So if you ever want to recreate this look on your own, be more than welcome to. That's why I do these videos, because I literally like doing this. This is what I do for a living, but I like recording my looks, as a lot of people do. But that's okay. One more won't hurt. So from that same palette, I am applying the highlighting. There's two highlighting shades, so I'm using both of them. I'm not too big on highlighting, but on days where I'm going out and I'm doing a full glam look, I will apply highlight. So next what I'm doing is applying lip liner. I decided to go with a darker lip color just because I eventually sometime this month will be doing a more classic holiday glam, like with a red lip and a more toned down eyeshadow look. But I wanted to go with this just because it matched with my outfit, so I wanted to be all matching. So the lipstick that I'm using is from Milani Cosmetics, and it's like a vamp color, and the lip liner is from NYX. I love matte liquid lipsticks. I don't use them as much as I used to, but I figured I'd use this one just because it goes well with my eyeshadow color. And I just applied that. And this is the overall look. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed doing this look. I wish I could have done an actual talk through and explained every single thing. But like I said, I did not have any time to do that. But I will get the next look up for you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it and you benefit from it. This is a nice way to jazz up your Christmas fun makeup looks. If you're bored of the same old red lipstick, use a dark one. This definitely was fun to do. Thank you for watching so much. Until next time. Oh, one more thing. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Gia Rose Cosmetics with 2 S's. Hope everyone has a happy holiday. Merry Christmas.